Alright, welcome to another Let's Try. This is, let me do this. Ayasa, Shadows of Silence. I probably mispronouncing Ayasa. But alright, so this is gonna be released Q2 2025 at the moment is what it's saying. Let's see, dive into Ayasa, a dark and mysterious platformer where light and shadow hold the key to survival. Journey through 6 haunting lands, solve challenging puzzles and restore balance to a world on the brink of collapse. Just by the trailer and the little quick thing I played, I'm trying to think of what game. Is it... Yeah, I'm completely blanking, but there is another one that is kind of like 2.5D-ish, where you mostly move horizontal, but you can also move a little bit in a vertical 3D space. That also were very dark, and you were like a young... I think you were a child trying to navigate throughout the darkness. The tags are horror, adventure, dark fantasy, survival, horror. Alright. Let me see. So the game will pause when you tab out. Okay, the D-pad does not work. You need to use the analog stick to move this. Let's quickly peek at the settings. Quality, medium. Alright, you only have preset settings here. Game music, sound, that's nice. Everything's cranked to the max. And gamepad you can choose... Xbox or DualSense. Okay. Can I see my key bindings? No. This is definitely a game that is quite heavy. The preset here is quality, load the game. Okay, that bugged out. When I press this, I guess it bugs out. The quality changes to load the game. That's funny. Yeah, but when I just quickly tried this, it was very, very heavy. So this is lacking a lot of things, right? You don't have a full screen settings. You don't have any way of like setting resolution. And you can't see your keybind, what they are, you can't rebind them. The only really good thing it's doing here is that you can set a PlayStation or Xbox, I'm guessing, input. So the buttons will be correct, that's a nice thing. Language is a nice thing. And then you have the game music and sound volume, which is good for that. It's nice that you have a preset, but again, I definitely prefer an options where I and tweak the settings individually. So yeah, but I'm running this in window mode in 1440p, and I think Alt-Enter works to get it in window mode, and then I think I had to manually find the configuration file for this game that is hidden in a hidden folder called app data local, something like that. But yeah, it's not good. It's missing lots of options, but the game can run in window mode if you are not afraid of digging out configuration files. And you can set resolution then and a little bit other stuff like that, I believe. Let me double check. So, see users, my username, hidden folder app data, local, saved, config, Windows, game user settings. Yeah, there we have it. That's the file. And here you can change resolution, blah 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 blah. Yeah, here in the configuration file, if you find it, I set it 440p here. Set it to be window mode here. You can set the frame rate limit and a little bit of stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, like at least the window mode and stuff like that should be in the normal game. But let me turn on MSI Afterburner because this is quite a heavy game for my ARC B580 at least. We're gonna just see if that pops up soon. Oh, wrong. I pressed wrong there. Not continue. We're gonna start from the beginning. Let me see if MSI Afterburner is... There we go. So let's... I really want to use the D-pad. That's my default, but you have to, again, you have to use the... Hello? There we go. New game. You have save slots, that's nice, but you have to use the analog. The D-pad works here. That's a weird choice, but not in the other menu. Let's... Yeah, here it doesn't work. Here the D-pad does not work. Here the D-pad works. Alright, well, let's just go. New game. 60 frames per second here. Okay. Aya Games presents. A little bit of like the Bramble, the Mountain King, what was it called? Feel, definitely. With the kind of whirl. Doesn't seem smooth here. It says 60 frames locked, but something is off with the frame pacing here. Okay. Big explosion. Is this Terminator 2 Judgment Day? Some weird creatures. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, so now it's running. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, I don't think my ARC is gonna like me if I don't do this. So we're gonna run this on the low settings to get 120 frames. Because as soon as I do this... let's see, you know? Yeah, I'm right on the edge of just maxing out my GPU here, and OBS is not a fan of my ARC being maxed out. Get the mouse pointer out of the way for you guys. Right. So you can tell here that again, on the medium setting preset here, my GPU is just barely getting the 120 frames here in 1440p. And this is probably another maybe Unreal Engine game because every single thread is doing something, so it's quite heavy on your CPU. But this is my GPU that so far seems to be the limiting here. So I might have to turn this down to low. We'll see if I can spot if OBS starts dropping a lot of frames. Looks a bit of a stiff animation there. Okay, just... Oh, that's a weird... This feels like super light. It's just bouncy. Doesn't seem like the hair is... Wouldn't say that I think this is a great looking animation. Very weird running position there. Okay, I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit more here. Let me... Hold left button. Oh, right, that's... Press A for something. Oh, right, this is... So you can move, you know, in a 3D space here, even though it is mostly horizontal, and I guess it's starting off. And you have to really be balancing on that little bridge part there. I fell off there so many times, and I can't move until now, for some reason. It's super heavy on the kind of depth of field foggy effects here. It's not like... I'm not impressed, to be quite honest. Not by this part so far. Press A for... Oh, that's a high jump. Yeah, this is so... You have to jump and you have to navigate that little bridge spot, and it's not... doesn't feel that good. No, this is not really giving me a positive vibe into this demo. That bridge could be like more of wider, or just so I can run more straight over it or something. But it seems to be going that you have to navigate it a little bit in the up and down space. This part is not good. Oh. Quite a lot of dynamic audio-wise, right? Going from very low to very loud volume there. Right. I definitely feel that this character here looks very stiff and weird, like definitely not the greatest animation that I think I've seen. Also a very interesting, super high jump. X to crouch. Oh, this is weird. Weird. Oh, look. Okay, now I cannot even get 100. This scene is so demanding on my GPU, so I cannot get 120 frames. This would probably be better for me to just lock this game to 60 frames. Again, like, you're missing a lot of settings here. When it is this graphically heavy, you need it. Definitely, I feel that it's really great to have the options to tweak it more than just preset wise, so I can choose what I wanna, you know, oomph up or down. And definitely you're gonna be needing like DLSS, FSR, XESS upscaling here to really broaden the user base to be able to run this. And FPS limit could be really nice, because then you could just, hey, I can play this in 60 frames and I can get higher settings here and not having to use any external tools or anything like that. But wow, yeah, the low settings are pushing my GPU up to 90% usage. I can just hit 120 frames. And I'm not impressed this much by the visual either. So, alright, mouse, go away. There we go. So yeah, this demo hasn't started off with a great oomph, unfortunately. The animation I would definitely wanna see better. And then again, the art style here, not that it's bad, but it's nothing that really that crazy. And I would really like it to have, again, the settings need to be improved, like gamepad. At least remapping would be great, but at least to be able to go in here and like check what buttons do by default. Now I have to like memorize everything. Can't climb this. All right. Left button to run. It's not a control scheme that I think is fitting my playstyle. I can use the Steam input, you know, to remap. Like I can do there we go. Mouse pointer. So now I have jump on my, I'm using my Gamesir T4 Kaleid here gamepad. So now my back buttons are jump and sprint. You cannot use the D-pad to move, the right stick does nothing. Alright. Hold, what, hold, oh. Right right button to push stuff. Alright, so this is to get up. It is definitely a nice game that is... you don't have any HUD, so this it has this more of a story vibe to it. Wow, I'm on low preset. I'm not getting 120 frames stable here. This is interesting. Very heavy depth of field enabled by default. I would like to disable or tone down the effects a little bit. Lots of maybe like blooming and other stuff here. Don't know anything about the story so far. Big explosion and some weirdness. It's supposed to be puzzle stuff, right? Okay, so it doesn't tell you what you can interact with. That's weird, just. I can... How do I... Oh, okay, we fell down. Don't know if there's fall damage or anything like that. Hold... What? There we... Oh. Hold for push. Okay. But where do I want to push it? Do I want to push it this way? What's... This is a tutorial telling me to push this something. Can I move it up or down? No, left or right here. Should I push it this way? Okay, I can... Oh, I guess that was just to make that jump. Oh, okay. Autosaves. Right, so this definitely gives me the inspiration on the most of the Bramble, the Mountain King vibes. That game though seemed artistically a bit nicer and animation-wise nicer than this. Okay. Hold X for crouch. Oh. Well, there's good checkpoints. Using quite a bit of my system memory here. So again, VRAM is nothing too crazy on the low settings here, but we are getting a little bit 6.5 gigs on the low settings here, right? It is with OBS recording, so 6 gig minimum VRAM, and you're gonna have need probably to have 12 to 16 gig of system memory in your computer to run this, because we are over the 10 gigabyte limit here. If you're running like anything that is like a 3060 or lower end tier card, you probably might not be able to get 120 frames in 1440p in a smooth experience. Hold X for crouch. Yeah, but what is that tutorial? Hold X for crouch. I see that, but where do you want me to crouch? Do you want me to crouch? That's a wonky jump. Okay, this looks like it should be something that my character would go down into, but I guess not. But where do you want me to crouch? You are telling me here... Hold X to crouch. Okay, I'm crouching. Okay, so I guess this makes me... silent. Okay, so crouching so he doesn't hear me. That's oh wow. That's I'm not impressed by that, the animation there, and it's a very long time you have to be just crouching to be silent. And I can't like the game tells me here, but you can't even see. I couldn't even see the enemy there. Ooh. Well, this is not gonna be a game that I'm gonna be keeping my eye on. This is not a good feeling. I'm sorry. It's the animations and like tweaking graphics. There's a lot of things that needs to be done here. Nothing so far has really felt solid. Like even the graphic here is something that I'm not exactly sure about. Not that it's a terrible anything, but it just doesn't have the oomph to it. It doesn't feel like everything in the art style here is coming together in what I would like. Can I interact with this? No. Doesn't seem to be any stamina meter or anything here. Quite empty and flat looking. And also feeling this one little crazy jump. So hold to crouch. Yeah, but why do you want me to crouch? Nope. Alright, Oh, okay, you could go this way. Couldn't really tell. Okay, am I alive? I am. Okay, I just fell down. That is one weird looking fast like enemy. They just yeet. Okay, no fall damage so far. This feels really wonky. Did I? What? You know what? This is not a good experience. I'm just gonna stop here. I think this needs a lot of polish. Again, like the animations is not really that great. The graphic style, not that it's looking bad, but something needs to be done. It's something there hard to explain. It does looks just flat and empty, and the performance here, you know, it's just quite not really there. Like game mechanic doesn't seem to be really polished, and with how it's like trying, like I'm not feeling like really engaged in the game. And like the first with the bridge sequence, like very Yankee there, and now I'm clipped into this box here and I'm not feeling this game. I'm just stopping here, and we're not gonna do like a full I'm not gonna do like a
I lay on my back, frozen.
God damn it. Alright, sorry for that. There we go. Not feeling like doing a full complete 1 hour testing here. It's a bit too Yankee. Releasing in Q2 2025, I'm a little bit skeptical, to be quite honest. Hopefully a lot of things get improved. Again, get the gameplay wise, there's lots of things to just work on, how the tutorials are being conveyed. Just even the first one, it's quite easy to just miss the jump tutorial, to miss how to run, because it happens in such a kind of weird way. And with the first time you get like the crouch thing there, you don't even know there's an enemy. It's just something telling you to press crouch. It's like, why? You want that to be part of the tutorial more than just this enemy just zooms out of nothing very fast and then gets you, and it's like, oh, I was supposed to be sneaky, but they not really telling me. Like that's why I was trying to crouch like in one of the bushes, because are you trying to tell me that I can hide from this enemy here from in the bush? Like I wasn't certain. It's yeah, the gameplay, the tutorials can be tweaked. It lacks settings and the performance here, and with how you know, it's just a lot of work. I feel like this hard to explain everything. It's just I'm a little bit curious about a Q2 release. It still are ways to go, but I'm wondering how much that can actually be fixed. I don't think that the animations are gonna be as reworked for the final release, and I really feel that the animation stood out from the get-go. Your main character, how it like, it's super stiff, weird looking. It doesn't have a fluidity or smoothness there. And the enemies, how that just pops in there. And again, it's something about the graphic that just doesn't. Again, Bramble is what I can mostly like draw out from memory that this feels similar to, right? And that just had more of a oomph graphically wise, and I think it ran better than this game, if I remember correctly. Here it's just something flatness, weirdness with how it feels a bit weird. And I'm also a bit curious, like the first box we encountered when we started this demo, is it supposed to feel like a bag of air? Because it just, you bump in it and it just almost starts floating away. Why? It's like a very wooden crate box. And later on here we have boxes that, you know, is very heavy. So it's just not giving a good vibe. And I feel it's a little bit too buggy and weird to just continue this. Now when I'm like just trying to clip and it's jumping over here, I'm stuck inside of this little box here. And again, like this with the pig there, like it's just, everything just doesn't, there's no like warm up to what's gonna happen or anything. Suddenly there's just, boom, oh, there's a pig just zoom at you, and like, couldn't we have shown it a little bit better? I don't know. I'm just gonna release this to showcase this, so maybe the bugs here or something, the develops or whatever scene. I'm not gonna do this in like one of my like Wednesday or Saturday full time more longer release videos here. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Let's Try of videos and demos coming up. I guess you can try this. Maybe you get a different experience than I've got. That it just feels a bit wonky and not really demo ready. Maybe not. But yeah, thumbs up, down, comment, follow, check back channel, all that thing you wanna do. Check out this game, check out this demo, try this. Maybe give feedback to the developers if you find stuff, if you like it, to improve it. Q2 2025 release planned. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and bye for this time.